Okay, what's up everybody? It's Uncle Chrissy coming to you again with another in-hand review. Just did one. The last one I did was for the undefeated Terra Mars. Today I got some ASICS coming to you. Do me a favor if you can, check out and like the video. Hit a sub up on there for me. It really does help me to grow a lot. But today we're here to talk to you about the ASICS 2160, the Woodwood collab. This pair really dropped under the radar. It dropped overseas about a week or so ago, and there are a small section of US boutiques that are going to be getting this pair in over the course of the coming days. 2160 absolutely jumped out of the water last year. It was just collab after collab after collab, and ASICS really did a good job. We all know that ASICS is really putting the foot on the gas this year in terms of collabs, and this is what's up next. So let's get into it with the ASICS Gel 2160 Woodwood. Overall, you know, simple, basic box, silver all the way around, nothing special. There's the label, boom. Open it up, you got some co-branded ASICS Woodwood tissue on the inside. Again, nothing special to it. Let's get into the kicks, y'all. The 2160 is a shoe that I like a lot. I think as far as ASICS go, my favorite is probably 1130. But the 2160 is right up there. I run with ASICS. That's my running shoe. I've actually had the same pair of GT-2000s. Not the same pair, but I've been running GT-2000s for like almost 4 years now. I'm on my 6th and 7th pairs right now. They hold up really well. So yeah, I love that now we got a little bit of heat to wear in the streets with them. But let's talk about it. First off, it's funny. I got this pair from Louis AV Aroma. It's an EU distributor, and they are now putting what looks to be off-white tags on the outside of their shoes. It's not that. It's not off-white. It's what they call an authenticity tag. This is a little bit interesting. Haven't seen this before from anybody do, but I guess it's a form of theft protection or something like that. But yeah, here we go. So the ASICS Woodwood GT-2160. Take a quick look around. On the undercarriage, on the insole. All right, so right away, I do want to say that this shoe is one of those shoes where, and I hate when this happens, but you start seeing images of the shoes online, and every single picture you see looks different, depending on the lighting, whatever filter they may have used. They all look different. I can't stand that, and it's really tough when that happens because you don't know what you're going to get when the shoe actually shows up. But overall, the 2160, the colorway is not bad. What are they calling these? Cream and oatmeal. Cream and oatmeal. We got a lot of different materials on here. First off, you see on the bookends of the shoe, on the tip and on the heel cap, you got this kind of silver chromish gray. Towards the front here, it is solid leather. It is textured a little bit there. You got a little bit of stitching to give it another little bit of depth. Some varying shades of gray again to give it a little bit more depth. Mesh on the toe box, going to make it nice and breathable. With this ASICS, the 2160, even though it is part of their sports style line where they you know, just putting out heat, you're still going to get comfort with this, no question about it. Piping around the outside, you got a little bit of that cream colorway outline the toe box, lacing out the toe box, I'm sorry. And let's move on to the medials. So the thing I noticed about the medials is this knit stitching. The mesh, it's got a kind of weird setup to it with these kind of, like, you can see it as long diagonal perforations, which are ultimately going to make it very breathable. But to me, it just looks weird. It's a big departure from what you see on the toe box, what you see on the toe and the heel. And for me, it's a little bit too much of a departure. I'm a fan of mixed materials. I really am. I don't think you need to be monochromatic all the way through, but I think when you got this big of a departure, it makes it look a little bit busy for me, for my personal liking. That's just me though. Tongue, again, same material to match the toe box. You got a thick little ASICS logo on the top there, on the tongue side. The inside, what is this? Yeah, the inside, the sock liner, it's a little bit weird. It's like this brownish kind of color. The color does fit the model pretty well. It does go nice all the way around with it, but it's definitely a little bit of a departure from what you see throughout the rest of the shoe. Purple eye stays, speckled hiking boot trail style laces, the rope laces. Does come with an extra pair of just flat grays. Nothing special there. Anything else? No, it's just those. Moving around to the heel, you got that classic 2160 cap, the piping all the way around with the ASICS logo, the GT-2160. It does give you a nice little structure to your heel. It does feel pretty good, and it's a 2160. It's a comfortable shoe, no question. But again, you got those darker colors on the back there, along with some purple highlights, kind of dressing the heel up. Green Woodwood heel tab on the back there. And then again, on the instep, you got this blush kind of pink kind of color that carries through onto the arch of the instep. The undercarriage, pretty much black, cream, nothing real special right there. And the inside quarter does match the outside. Purple eye stays, green heel tab, pinkish blush on the undersole, brown, gray. You got a lot of colors going on here. You really do. Overall, it does fit together pretty well. I gotta say, for me, it's just a little bit busy, to tell you the truth. As far as fit goes, you know, it's a 2160. I know by now I wear a 10.5 and 2160s. I got that, and it worked absolutely fine. You do sometimes see, you know, different colorways of different shoes. Sometimes they can fit a little bit bigger, a little bit different anyway, especially when you get like a Yeezy. But that's about it for this shoe. I'm sorry, I did miss the Woodwood branding right there underneath the laces. Overall, it's a decent shoe. It's not bad. I'm not in love with it. I'm really not. Like I said, it's one of those shoes that look different in every single pic that you saw. One picture I saw of it, I loved it. Next picture I saw of it, I'm like, nah, it's kind of mid. But again, these are coming up in U.S. retailers. Not a lot of them, but some boutiques are getting this shoe over the course of the next few days and weeks. So if you're into it, definitely jump on it. If you want a size 10.5, let me know. I'm happy to oop this. I am going to show some on foot pics here, so stay tuned. I'll walk around with them a little bit so you can get a vibe for that. But overall, like I said, it's nothing special. It's almost a little bit busy for my liking. Kind of sounds weird after what I just said about the undefeateds, but yeah, it's just not my cup of tea. The aesthetic is not really what I'm looking for, so I don't think I'll be hanging on to these ones. Overall, I'm going to give this like a 6.2. It's good materials. I just don't think they match up. I think there's too many materials going on. Like I said, you got the leather, you got the shiny, I think it's 3M right here. You got the toe box, you got the mesh underneath, you got the hard rubber around the outside. It's just a lot going on for my liking that doesn't really seem to gel. Comfort, obviously top notch, and the materials are quality, no question about that. Definitely quality materials. I just think there's a little bit too many of them, a little bit that are, you know, different ends of the spectrum for me to like them. So, like I said, 6.2. I'm not 100% impressed with this shoe, but you know that doesn't change anything. I love ASICS. I love the 2160. Shout out to Woodwood for putting a cool design together. I like the colors. The palette fits together. It's just a little bit different for me. Stay tuned. Got some on foot picks coming up here. Definitely make sure you're subbed into the channel so you can see what's coming up next, and turn on those notifications because you know your boys always got you covered with shot drops, stock numbers, emergency press conferences, and you don't want to miss out on that. So again, on foot picks coming up, and see you next time. Peace.